Introduction. I stood up on the sidewalk, dusted myself off, and looked around to make sure I hadn't left any litter from my lunch break. Adjusting my sun hat, I stepped out of the shade of the Pahudakawa tree. I pulled the map out of my pocket, confirming the next house. Approaching number 21, I noticed a van, what New Zealanders call a people mover, in the driveway. I climbed the 3 steps to the front door, and there were several pairs of shoes on the landing. I reached to knock on the door, but it was already open. "Kia ora," I shouted into the doorway. "Kia ora," came the reply. A moment later, a jolly-looking middle-aged man filled the doorframe. "Hi, my name is Lance. G'day, Lance. I'm Tetu Puraongo." He stuck out his hand. I shook it. "Good afternoon, Tetu. Sorry, could you say that one again? Tetu Puraongo." "Tetu po-o." I tried again. There was a moment of silence. The man grinned. "Aw, I'm just joking. No one calls me by my Cook Island name around here. Call me Danny." "Hey, I can say that one. But don't worry, I'll work on your Cook Island name." "That means a lot to me. Thank you. So what can I do for you, Lance?" "Well, I had it all planned out what I was going to say, but I've lost the spiel. What I came to offer you was a Bible study." "Oh?" "Yes, I love studying the Bible with others, and I'm looking to meet new people today who are interested in the same," I said. "That sounds great," Danny said. "I'm a deacon at the Victory Apostolic Church. Honestly, I could do with a bit more Bible study. Lately, I've been listening to the Holy Spirit, if you know what I mean." "I think you're the first churchgoer I've met on your street," I said. "I actually used to be a member of the Apostolic Church in the United States." "But what do you mean by listening to the Holy Spirit?" "Well, you know, when the Spirit speaks to you in your heart, or when you speak in tongues in church. That's what I've really been focusing on. I read the Bible as much as I can, but I haven't studied it much. Come on in." Danny showed me to his dining room, which was adjacent to the living room. "Hey, turn that TV off. We've got a guest," Danny said to the 3 people sitting on the couch. I looked toward the dining table and saw 2 more people. There were yet another couple of people in the kitchen, and I could hear kids playing in the back bedrooms. "Big family," I said. "Congratulations." "Yeah, school holidays are nearly over. It'll be a bit more peaceful next week. Have a seat." He gestured to the dining table. "Tea? Coffee?" That was in the summer of 2013, and it was the first of dozens of times I had the privilege of sitting around Danny's dining table. And yes, I soon learned how to pronounce Tetu Puraongo, at least enough for Danny to show great appreciation. We began studying the basics, like who Jesus is and the authority the scriptures have in our lives. Because of his influences and experiences, he wanted to spend a lot of time talking about the Holy Spirit and miracles. I was also greatly interested in those subjects because of my history in the Apostolic Church, which was before I had studied the scriptures for myself. But I delayed those subjects for 2 reasons. First, I wanted to make sure we both agreed that our commitment was to the scriptures and not to our feelings or family traditions. Second, I was nervous. I had never done a deep study of what the scriptures say about the Holy Spirit and miracles. I knew some of the basic information, but I was certainly not ready to lead Bible studies on the subjects. It was time for that to change. My friend Stan Mitchell was once asked, "How does one go about writing a book on a Bible-based subject?" His response, "First, you teach a class on it." I suppose the next logical question to ask is, how does one go about teaching a class on a Bible-based subject? You must study it. And to teach it well, a half-hearted study won't do. You must study it deeply. I began my nearly year-long, in-depth study of the Holy Spirit and miracles. Danny was the first person I shared my studies with. Over the next few months, he and I became close friends around open Bibles. We were amazed at how much information about the Holy Spirit there is in the Bible. Danny admitted that prior to our study on the Holy Spirit and miracles from the Scriptures, nearly all of his knowledge on the subject was clouded by his emotions. He was sure the Holy Spirit was something you feel rather than someone you know. He was sure the Holy Spirit's work in people's lives